The MAGA civil war continues into the year 2025. Donald Trump continues to say things, as we're going to watch in this video you're seeing on screen, that very much upset his most hardcore supporters. They're wondering, did he betray us? So as a little bit of context, then I'll play this for you. He was entering the New Year's Eve celebration at Mar-a-Lago and got asked about his flip-flops on the issue of H-1B visas and how Elon Musk came out in favor of them. Of course, the high-skilled foreign worker program that allows for them to work in the United States. And Elon Musk said, this is something we benefit from. It gives us a competitive edge and adds more value to the U.S. economy. And much of the Trump supporters said, no, Elon's terrible, stop. Now we're upset with his influence. And Trump came out and aligned himself with Elon Musk, despite reports that Trump is privately annoyed with the fact that people are perceiving Musk as the true president, or the shadow president, as some people call him. But when confronted, Trump doubles down. And this is very upsetting. I'll show you examples to his most hardcore supporters, because it's perceived as a broader indication that maybe not all immigration is bad, as articulated by Trump. And while Trump has said some of the most outrageous stuff about immigration, he can even acknowledge here, opposed to his own followers, that, yeah, lawful immigration, is good, right? Even as he's obviously going to try to restrict some for red meat. But here's Trump going into his New Year's Eve celebration saying this about the H-1B visa program.
Why'd you change your mind on H-1B visas, sir?
I didn't change my mind. I've always felt we have to have the most competent people in our country. We need competent people. We need smart people coming into our country. And we need a lot of people coming in. We're going to have jobs like we've never had before.
But sir, you said you changed your position. You plan to go to the Carter.
By the way, while you watch this segment, please do click the subscribe button if you appreciate this channel. So you could hear him there saying, we need a lot of people coming into the country. He's before said this, he just doesn't really say it in front of the broader set of his supporters at rallies, for example. But he said it, and those times are the rare instances where I've said, yes, see, even Trump is coming to understand that lawful immigration, even in really large amounts, is very valuable to the United States. But he's conditioned his supporters. He's now dealing with the beast that he has created, because he's conditioned them to believe, no, all immigration, not just undocumented, all immigration is bad. We should be scared of this. And they're angry at him. Before getting to those examples, his own supporters have been circulating videos of him having a different stance on H-1B visas. So while they're wrong on the issue, they're correct to point out the hypocrisy and the flip-flop. Despite him saying in that clip, by the way, no, I haven't flip-flopped.
Recently, the CEO of the Tennessee Valley Authority, Jeffrey Lyash, made a disastrous and heartless decision. The TVA announced that it would lay off over 200 American workers and replace them with cheaper foreign workers brought in from overseas. The Tennessee Valley Authority leadership then ordered the American workers to train their foreign replacements, rubbing salt in their very open wounds. So we're going to bring in workers. They're going to be foreign workers, and people from Tennessee and some other states right around it are going to train them what to do and how to do it. It doesn't work that way. As we speak, we're finalizing H-1B regulations so that no American worker is replaced ever again. H-1Bs should be used for top, highly paid talent to create American jobs, not as inexpensive labor program to destroy American jobs. Sitting at the table are 6 of the TVA workers who were...
And it continues from there. You had him restricting during his time in office the first go-round the H-1B visa program. I should add, you also have this clip.
The H-1B very well, and it's something that I frankly use, and I shouldn't be allowed to use. We shouldn't have it. Very, very bad for workers. And second of all, I think it's...
We shouldn't have it, he even said back during the 2016 campaign. Well, MAGA peeps are not happy. Their rage is now not only directed towards Elon, but the dear leader himself. How's that knife feel in your back, white America? Says one account. A crazy way to phrase that. Another person said, Elon, quoting him, expand H-1B visas. MAGA, oh no, oh no, oh no. Trump. And then this photograph saying, oh yeah. Charging forward from there. The quote, we need a lot of people coming in to the country. Trump's last words of 2024. Someone else saying to the same quote, Trump is on a collision course with his base if he keeps up this rhetoric and turns it into policy. I think there was one other. No, that was all of them. So they're not happy at all with the fact that Trump is taking this position. And it reminds me a lot, as of reference before, of the vaccine backlash that Trump got. If you don't remember, Trump was an advocate for some time because he saw it correctly. Again, this is one of the rare issues where he was correct on something as the way we'd end the pandemic. The COVID-19 vaccine, he was really hoping that would be the saving grace, especially for his political ambitions. So he was touting it a lot. Then it started getting rolled out. And after he left office, he would say, hey, I was the one in office when the vaccine was developed. You should give me credit for it. People should be vaccinated. But the anti-science approach that he had taken, contradicting his own medical professionals, his own public health experts, and constantly questioning their advice, convinced his followers that these are the enemies. Dr. Fauci is the enemy. And so then Trump started being subjected to the very rage from them that he had helped to exacerbate. And he was at a couple rallies and he got booed while he was bringing up the vaccine, and he never did it again in that same way. And sometimes Trump creates the monster that then he feels the negative repercussions of. But I think the reason he feels confident enough to double down this publicly and align himself with Elon instead of his base on this issue is because he doesn't really need them anymore. He does care about their rage, I'm pretty sure, because he does care a lot about being popular among those folks, but he doesn't need their support anymore. He doesn't care about the future electoral prospects of the Republican Party. He just cared about getting himself elected. Boom. Successfully used them for that. And now he doesn't have to placate to them quite as much. And in some areas, that'll be good. In some areas, that'll be bad. I'm afraid of what that could mean for cutting spending to crucial programs. Because if he keeps aligning himself with Elon, we're heading toward an approach through this Doge that could be very disastrous for hardworking Americans while implementing huge tax cut to benefit wealthy folks, as we also seem on course to do under the Trump administration again, while blowing up the debt again. And in that case, some of his supporters might be mad at him for it, but he doesn't care. And that would be a case where they'd be right to be mad at him, unlike this one. But here's what's sad. We've seen things like this before. We've seen instances where for a moment, his hardest core supporters will question, and we saw Laura Loomer saying, I'm not saying he's bought and paid for, but is this sort of behavior because Elon Musk dumped hundreds of millions of dollars into his campaign, bought his way into this influential position? But then normally they just fall right back in line. And so my concern is Trump is feeling confident enough, charging forward, betraying his hardest core supporters, because he knows they'll come back home ultimately. And he knows he'll still have their support. And what that means for the Elon-Trump relationship is frightening, because I do want, even if it's a case where the MAGA base is wrong to be mad at Elon and Trump on the actual substance of the policy. Okay, the flip-flop, I understand being mad about that, but they're wrong on the substance of the policy. But even so, I want this relationship to be severed, because I know that Elon Musk has interests that I don't want to see the outcome of. But Trump really does seem to be enamored, even if he's reportedly annoyed, by Elon Musk enough now that he doesn't have to win another election to really do some dangerous and scary things and things that will hurt the working class, despite so many within the working class being what empowered Trump to be in this position. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Support the show by clicking that join button below.